Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I thought I'd do an update on a few plants that I got a couple of months ago. These are the ones that came bare root from an Italian nursery. I bought 2 guavas and a satsuma. I'll show the satsuma after, but I thought I'd start with the guavas first. So this first one here, as you can see, is labelled Pink Panther. So yeah, when it came, the roots are completely dried out. All the leaves were dry and dropped off, and quite honestly, I didn't think it was going to survive. I planted it in the pot, and I noticed quite a bit of it. It was much taller than this, was completely dead, so I cut it right back to where the green was in the stem. And yeah, as you can see, it has pushed out a little bit of growth. There's more growth there as well. There's a few little buds lower down which may or may not push over the next couple of months while it's okay outside. Now the second one was the snowball variety, allegedly, which also came in terrible condition, completely dried out roots. Again, same thing, the stem was completely dead. I cut it right back to where it was green, but it continued to die back until there was just a little bit of green left, about a couple of centimetres above the soil there where I scratched it, and it was still a bit of green. Now it's completely gone. There's no green in it whatsoever. Thankfully I was able to get this one refunded after a lot of hassle. The seller was not very helpful when I complained about the state of the plants when they arrived. They just said, "Oh, they're alive, there's nothing wrong with them." I said, clearly there wasn't. There was not a single healthy leaf left on it. It was completely dried out, the roots were dry. This one I decided not to get refunded, and luckily it did come back. Because there was a bit more green in it, so I thought I'd be able to recover, but that one I knew had zero chance. I've still kept it in the pot and leaving it outside just on the off chance that any growth decides to develop from the roots. It can occasionally happen, so I'm just going to leave it outside now. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't come back by the end of this season, I'll just assume it's gone. But yeah, I'm pleased this one is coming back. There's been a bit of debate at whether these are actually named varieties or if they're just seedlings. I suspect they are probably just a seedling, possibly a pink guava that they grew from seed, but yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. But I'm glad it's at least alive and starting to grow. It might take a while to determine if it is actually a pink flesh guava. That's if I can manage to get it to fruit, which will be a challenge here. I'll show you the satsuma next. Okay, so this is the allegedly Miyagawa Satsuma. It's a variety I was quite interested in growing because it's meant to be a fairly early ripening variety of satsuma. Now when it arrived there was no label on it whatsoever. I just assumed they've sent the right variety. It's definitely a satsuma, I can tell from the leaves. It's definitely a satsuma, but yeah, hopefully it's the right variety. Now this one, when it arrived, looked in slightly better condition. It had quite a bit of growth. A few leaves had dropped, but not too many. And I thought the roots actually didn't look too bad. So they were completely bare root though. So I put it in this mix. It's what I was using for some of my avocados at the time. It's just perlite, horticultural grit, horticultural sand, and peat moss. I think that's about it, or there's some fertilizer as well. And when I put it in here, it started dying back, the branches started dying back, and more leaves started dropping off, so I decided just to cut all the branches back so where they were still green, and there was a little bit of growth starting to push out, so I was quite hopeful it would come back, and it has, as you can see. Thankfully it's above the graft union. There was a few suckers that tried growing on the stem. I've just pulled them off, but yeah, it's not looking too bad. I had it in the greenhouse for a little bit, but I decided to move it outside just to let it get some rain. It was getting very dry in there, so yeah, it does seem to have perked up a bit since I've brought it outside and let it get some rain on it. So yeah, hopefully this will continue to recover. It's probably going to take a couple of years until it gets a fruiting size again, but I'm glad it's okay now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update on the guavas and the satsuma that I got from an Italian grower via eBay. I would not recommend this seller personally. Yeah, the way they treated me as a customer when I had a problem, I wouldn't be purchasing from them again. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this update. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll be sure to keep you all up to date on how all these get on. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.